Well, 3 weeks from today, absentee ballots will be mailed to all registered Montana voters for the June 2nd primary election. That's the state's first all-mail ballot statewide election. MTN News is producing a series of stories on the contested primaries for statewide offices, and today, MTN Chief Political Reporter Mike Dennison examines the two-man race in the Democratic primary party, that is, for the primary for the state auditor position, which is the office that regulates insurance and the investment industry here in Montana.
Until a few weeks ago, this primary looked like it would be uncontested, with State Representative and Missoula Attorney Shane Morageau the only Democrat running for state auditor.
I started campaigning about 10 months ago, and I think nowadays it takes that type of effort to win these seats. It takes commitment.
But on the day before the candidate filing deadline, Helena lawyer and Democrat Mike Windsor also got into the race. Windsor worked as a lawyer and investigator for Democratic state auditors for 13 years and told MTN News that his experience as a consumer advocate makes him the right person for the job.
My Republican opponents are all running on a platform, a pro-business platform. The statutory mission of the state auditor's office is to protect insurance consumers and to protect Montana investors.
The state auditor seat is open this year because Republican incumbent Matt Rosendale is running for the U.S. House. The winner of this Democratic primary will take on whoever wins the three-way Republican primary and Libertarian Roger Roots. Windsor says he worked with Dateline NBC to take down a junk insurance scam and recovered $800,000 in restitution for its Montana victims, including those featured in the show.
We pay our premiums. We expect our claims to be paid. We invest. We expect those deals to be honored. You know, we need a consumer advocate, and we need an experienced consumer advocate.
Morageau is a member of the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes and grew up near Ronan. He says he knows firsthand the financial struggles that Montana families face, and that he'd be a strong advocate for those who need insurance across the urban and rural landscapes of the state.
You know, I grew up in a community where people work their butts off, and they still struggle to afford things like health care and health insurance. And I see this job as being an opportunity to protect everybody in the state of Montana. I don't care what your political affiliation is.
So, who's the best Democrat to take on the GOP nominee for state auditor, whoever that may be? That's what primary voters get to decide starting just 3 weeks from now. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
And coming up next on the news at 5, how new technology is helping people avoid depression during isolation.